Hi everyone, and today we are going to be creating a white noise build-up sweeper. It's fairly simple to create, but it's very effective and is great for using for build-ups in your songs, which I will also show you how to do in this tutorial. Loads of different producers use white noise in their songs, such as Afrojack, Nicky Romero, and Swedish House Mafia. So if you're trying to replicate their type of music and their genre, it's key to have white noise in your songs. So yeah, let's get started. So first thing you're going to need is a mixer and combinator, and inside the combinator you want to create a NN19 digital sampler, and then you want to initialize the patch. So you want to click this load icon here, which is browse patches, and then you want to click your Reason factory sound bank. You want to go to NN19 sampler patches, synth raw elements, and then you want to select the raw CS noise, but you could also select the raw 2600 noise as well, but I prefer the raw CS noise. So you just want to click on it and then click OK, and then it loads it into here, and that's about it. You don't really need to do anything else with the NN19, but we're going to put some effects in it to make it sound a lot more better. So you want to right click and create a vocoder. You want to bring it up to equalizer mode and bring it down to 16 band, and you want to just bring up the shift a tiny bit to about 18, and then just leave that how it is. And then you want to create a compressor. You want to bump up the input gain to about 1.1 decibels, bring the threshold to minus 15 decibels, and bring the ratio up to 70:1. You want to bring the attack to 36 milliseconds, leave the release where it is, and then bring up the output gain even to 1.5 decibels. And then you want to right click and create a equalizer. You want to enable the low cut, param 1, param 2, and the high shelf. For param 1's frequency, you want to bring it up to 1.58 kHz. You want to bring the gain to 3.4 decibels, and then you want to bring the Q all the way down to 1.1. For parameter 2, bring the frequency to 3.136 kHz, bring up the gain to 3.4 decibels, and bring the Q to just 3. For the high shelf, bring the frequency to 9.883 kHz, bring up the gain to 10.3 decibels, and then leave the Q where it is. And that's it for the equalizer. But then we're going to create another equalizer. So again, you want to enable the low cut, but this time we're just going to enable param 2. Bring the frequency to 3.829 kHz, bring the gain to 7.4, and bring the Q all the way down to 1.1. And then you want to create a scream for distortion. You want to initialize the patch, and then you want to disable the damage, but we're going to use the scream 4 as an equalizer, so you want to enable the cut, bring the low up a bit to 9, and bring the high up a bit again to about the same as the low, about 9. And that's all we're really going to do with the scream 4. But we're going to create a RV7 digital reverb. You want to change the mode type to large hall. It's just up one little tiny thing. Bring the size to 18. Bring the decay down to minus 24. Bring the damp to 26, and then bring the dry wet to about 22. And then you want to create another vocoder. Want to again change it to equalizer mode and bring it to 8 band. Now we're going to mess with the band levels a bit. So I'm going to show you how you want it, and then you can just replicate it yourself. Yep, so that should be about it. So if you want to pause the video now, you can do, and then do that on your vocoder. So then you want to bring the shift up as well to about 18. And that should be it for the actual white noise itself. So I'm going to show you now how to actually implement it in your songs and on the sequencer. So the first thing you want to do is go to the NN19's frequency. You want to right click on it and click the edit automation button, and then you'll have a parameter on your sequencer. So to actually create the white noise, you want to draw a note in. Doesn't really matter which note you choose because it all sounds the same. So I'll just choose anyone. That's all you really need to do for that. But you want to go to the filter frequency, and then you want to draw it in. So if you're creating a build up, you want to start the white noise off going up in a steady direction, and then what I like to do is even though it's going a bit steadier at the end, I like to do it quite steep, something like that. Now see how that sounds. As you can see, that you can see how it's going to be used in a build-up situation, whereas it can last, like the white noise can last as long as you want. The note can be, no matter how long you want it, that's what you can do. So this will be starting point, and this will be actually your actual drop or whatever. So then it builds up a lot of more tension. So yeah, and that's about it. And if you have any comments or questions, please inbox me or comment in the section below. So, and thanks for watching this tutorial. If it's helped you, please thumbs up the video and subscribe.